Hello, welcome to Barcelona Update News, your number one destination for the latest football news, transfer updates, match analysis, breaking stories, and everything happening around the football. If you're new in this channel, please remember to subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any important football updates. The next Ecuadorian star, Josué Caicedo's dream move to Barcelona. This story is based on the reported agreement described above. Some narrative elements are dramatized for storytelling, while the reported transfer details are presented as reported. Football history is filled with moments that change a player's life forever. Sometimes it is a last-minute goal. Sometimes it is a spectacular performance on the biggest stage. And sometimes it begins with a single phone call. For 18-year-old Ecuadorian winger Josué Caicedo, that moment had finally arrived. Reports emerged that Barcelona had reached a verbal agreement to sign the talented 2007-born winger from LDU Quito. The proposed deal would see him join Barcelona Athletic, Barcelona B, on a loan with an option to buy that could become an obligation, with the total package reported to be worth around €2.5 million. For Barcelona supporters, it was another sign that the club's future project was continuing to take shape. While many fans focused on established stars and blockbuster transfers, Barcelona's scouting department had quietly been searching for football's next generation of elite talent. Across South America, countless young footballers dream of one destination: the famous Blaugrana shirt, the legendary Camp Nou, the opportunity to follow in the footsteps of players who became football icons. For Josué Caicedo, that dream suddenly seemed closer than ever. The young Ecuadorian had impressed scouts with his pace, confidence in one-on-one situations, and willingness to attack defenders without fear. Barcelona reportedly believed he possessed the raw qualities needed to develop within the club's renowned system. The plan was not to rush him. The plan was to help him grow. Barcelona B has long been the first step for many players who later became stars of the first team. It is a place where young talents learn the club's philosophy, adapt to European football, and prepare for the highest level. For Caicedo, this could become the most important chapter of his young career. Imagine arriving in Barcelona, walking through the training facilities, seeing the club crest on the wall, meeting coaches who have helped develop generations of world-class footballers, training every day with the dream of one day hearing your name announced inside Spotify Camp Nou. That dream motivates every young player who joins the club. But dreams alone are never enough. Barcelona demand hard work, discipline, humility, and continuous improvement. The road from Barcelona B to the first team is never easy. Many talented players arrive. Only a few earn the opportunity to wear the first team shirt. That challenge now awaits Josué Caicedo. Back home in Ecuador, supporters watch the reports with pride. Another young Ecuadorian talent was preparing to take a major step toward European football. The country has produced outstanding footballers over the years, and many fans hope Caicedo can become the next success story. Meanwhile, inside Barcelona's sporting project, another important piece appeared to be falling into place. The club is not only focused on winning today, it is investing in tomorrow. Identifying gifted young players before they become global superstars has long been one of Barcelona's strengths. If developed successfully, these signings can become the foundation of future championship-winning teams. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in football. Every young player faces challenges when adapting to a new country, a new language, a different style of football, and the expectations that come with wearing one of the biggest shirts in world football. But every great career begins with an opportunity. According to the reported agreement, Josué Caicedo has earned that opportunity. Now the next chapter belongs to him. The training ground, the coaching staff, the supporters, the pressure, the expectations, everything changes from here. Could this talented Ecuadorian winger become Barcelona's next hidden gem? Could he follow the path from Barcelona B to the first team? Only time will provide the answer, but one thing is certain: a new dream has begun. And somewhere in Barcelona, another young footballer is preparing to chase greatness in Blaugrana colours. Part 2. Why did Barcelona choose Josué Caicedo? The skills that caught the scouts' attention, This chapter is a dramatized analysis based on the reported transfer agreement. It discusses the type of qualities that have been associated with Josué Caicedo, rather than claiming undisclosed scouting conclusions. When Barcelona decide to invest in a young player, it is rarely based on a single great performance. The club's scouts spend months and sometimes years watching prospects develop. They look beyond goals and assists, asking whether a player has the technical ability, mentality, and tactical understanding to fit Barcelona's style. That is why Josué Caicedo attracted attention. Although still at the beginning of his career, the young Ecuadorian winger has shown qualities that make him an exciting prospect. The first thing that stands out is his pace. Caicedo is capable of accelerating quickly over short distances, giving him the ability to attack defenders in one-on-one situations and threaten the space behind a defensive line. In modern football, where transitions happen at incredible speed, that kind of acceleration is a valuable asset, but pace alone is never enough. Barcelona have always valued players who are comfortable with the ball at their feet. Reports and match observations have highlighted Caicedo's confidence when taking on defenders. Rather than playing safe, he often looks to dribble forward and create opportunities. That willingness to challenge opponents reflects the attacking mentality Barcelona want from their wide players. Another promising quality is his directness. Some young wingers prefer to slow the game down. Caicedo often looks to move play forward, carrying the ball into dangerous areas and trying to force defenders into difficult decisions. For Hansi Flick's style of football, players who attack with purpose can be extremely valuable. His movement without the ball is another area that could develop further. Finding space between defenders, making intelligent runs into the penalty area, and offering passing options are all essential parts of Barcelona's attacking philosophy. If he continues improving these aspects, he could become an even more complete winger. The coaching staff will also work on his decision-making. Young attackers often face a difficult choice in the final third. Should they shoot? Should they cross? Should they make one more pass? Experience helps players make those decisions more consistently, and Barcelona B provides an ideal environment to develop that game intelligence. Technically, Caicedo has the foundation that many coaches look for: good close control, confidence receiving the ball under pressure, the willingness to take responsibility in attacking situations. These qualities are important because Barcelona's football often requires players to operate in tight spaces against organized defenses. Defensive work is another area where young wingers must continue improving. Modern football demands that attackers contribute when the team loses possession. Pressing aggressively, tracking runners and helping fullbacks are no longer optional, they are expected. Hansi Flick's teams are known for their intensity without the ball. If Caicedo embraces those demands, he could develop into a more complete player. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of his profile is that he still has time on his side. At just 18 years old, his greatest improvements may still lie ahead. Barcelona are not simply signing the player he is today. They are investing in the player they believe he could become in the future. That is why Barcelona B plays such an important role. It is where talented youngsters learn the tactical principles, technical standards, and mentality required to compete for one of the biggest clubs in world football. Many players have used that pathway to reach the first team. Caicedo now has the opportunity to begin the same journey. The challenge will not be easy. Competition for places is fierce. Every training session is an audition. Every match is another chance to impress. But those who succeed often emerge stronger because of the demands placed upon them. For Barcelona supporters, Josué Caicedo represents more than a transfer. He represents hope. Hope that another young talent can grow into a player capable of thrilling Camp Nou in the years to come. The road to the first team has only just begun. Whether he eventually becomes a Barcelona star will depend on his work ethic, development, and ability to adapt to European football. But one thing is certain: the opportunity is now in his hands, and sometimes that first opportunity is where every great football story begins.